People can be very frustrated when they go to Paris because
it's expensive for everyone, you know. It's €8 for the one.
what excites me in music is creating.
So many people, like it was crazy, but everyone was dressed up and it was so cool. Yeah, I really
You guys do that in Paris? Or
No.
is it a different culture?
It's totally
Yeah, no,
different. You know, I'm very fond of Paris.
Yeah, it's a big thing for Juliette.
Yes, every year I cook with my best friend and we craft pumpkin and you know we do lots of stuff.
There's not a parade in the street. That was crazy. All these people, and yeah, people are so polite and gentle and giving their best to help us in our food. And I get it why Japanese people can be very frustrated when they go to Paris, because even us, we think that Parisian waiters sometimes are kind of rude. Yeah, like very like, I have no time for you, and here,
You guys feel that?
oh yeah,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
but we are used to it.
We were saying that during all the trip, you know, we're like, oh my god, when we will come back, it will be so hard, you know, because sometimes they are polite, but most of the times you really have to be careful about how much time you take to eat, how much time you take to, do stuff, and yeah, it's normal things like that, but sometimes it's pretty pushy. You can ask something like just normal beer, and they just would answer and say yeah, and you know. And we have a girl in our family who is Korean, and yeah, I think she felt it a lot. Like there's difficulties to meet new people and to feel well and welcome in France.
Of course.
It's really strange because when we were talking about that. When you are little in France, in Japanese you said gambattene, like be brave, and at the same time you're gonna have fun and you need to be stronger. You need, like it's kind of positive. I'm not sure if maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like from outside positive. In French we said bon courage pour ton travail. It's like be brave, but not in a good way. It's like it's gonna be tough. You're gonna, like really, and we still have that, when you grow up.
You have to know that for French students, the Chinese noodles, like you just put some water, and that it's the basic dish because it's cheap. Yeah, instant noodles. Yeah, that's the basic dish for students who don't have monies.
Yeah.
That was the help my life.
Yeah.
I remember I bought it by by box. Box of noodles because I was really poor.
That's really good for that price.
In French, a lot of people who don't know, but before maybe 5 years ago they didn't. It was only ramen, but yeah.
Do you guys have like a ramen restaurant or udon restaurant?
Yeah. Oh no, everywhere. Like in the 10th arrondissement, where I have my rehearsal studio for music, we always at lunch we go to a place who does ramen, who's called Neko Ramen. Neko Ramen, and it's a franchise in Paris. There are several Neko Ramens, and it's very, very good. Yeah, and they do pork ramen, chicken ramen, and veggie ramen. Basically 13 euros, I would say. Yeah. So yeah, this expensive, right? Yeah. Like let's say a chicken or pork ramen with maybe one or two nori leaves. And
You have like
the fish cake, the little fish cake.
Little.
Yeah, with various colors and And you know what? It's really a good deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
In Paris, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in Paris it's really
Yeah, it's
expensive,
like
and
you know you're
also-
gonna eat very good and not very expensive.
Yes.
I have 40 meters square
Yeah.
flat in Paris.
No, good.
I have a very good view though.
And it's a good errand.
Yeah, it's very nice. That
It's expensive for everyone, you know. It's
yeah, I pay, yeah.
Because it's in
Paris
Paris.
is
Yeah.
it's mental.
Yeah. What was the things that you found and like exciting?
Mhm.
everything. For example, the dorayaki.
Dorayaki?
I know some place to find them in Paris. They are really expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's really fashion, you know, like reasonable
Very
price, some
very hit.
6, 7, 8 euros for the for one.
Yeah, like probably 1,030, 1,003. You know.
1300
このぐらいですか
No, no, like this. Oddly,
Yeah.
coffee is like the same price.
Really?
Yeah, it's like coffee. If we compare coffee, it's like the same price in both countries, but then there's dorayaki and it's 10 times less. And so Juliette told me because you were a country of really coffee lover, probably
Yeah.
enormous watermelon or I don't know. something
Yes.
like that.
And even apple, we were like,
And
what the? It's
It's
really
huge.
huge.
and the beer cost, yeah, like very. Yeah,
there's
there's
a
a mochi
mix
fever in
Between,
Paris right
yeah,
now.
you know, like between daifuku,
Yeah.
mochi.
Oh my god, I gotta take you guys to the store. I haven't tried. There's ice cream with mochi.
Mhm.
And my brother.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
cool.
go.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Dishes are probably less expensive. Fruits are more expensive. Alcohol is like the same. Coffee and alcohol might be the same. I think. Like even just a draft beer is probably even now that the yen is down, it's still more expensive than what we pay in France
Yeah, but
for the beer. You pay your beer very, very expensive.
Japan, you know, my favorite tasted are almost here. Almost from here. We have melon in France, but they are not really used except in Mont Blanc, like at Angelina, a patisserie, like it's really known. But not that much. Actually, not lots of French and no Mont Blanc.
Okay.
And it's not really used in other dishes or other desserts, you know, like marron. And I really love matcha also, but in French it's like really, 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 really expensive.
Really expensive.
Yes, it's not too
Very
sweet.
good.
Very good.
No, not too sweet.
Mhm. Someone who is really good in music and learn to use ChatGPT and the other AI, they're gonna be way better than, you know, like. And I think it's the same with we have the same problem with film. Actually, I don't know if you saw, but it's not Photoshop, it's After Effects. They can use it and do very beautiful thing with it, even way better than others. But in the same times, it gives people who didn't have the opportunity to do the study to learn by themselves also what is already happening, you know. Hayao Miyazaki said that people would use AI don't know the struggle who are necessary to create real arts. And I think it's totally true. But again, if they are real artists, they're gonna struggle to finally finish their piece of art. So it's just using a way to do it.
What is really sad is that probably it's a sacrifice to be an artist. It's to eat Chinese instant noodles for years and years until what you create maybe meets an audience. And if tomorrow's art is created by people who just have the good suggestion made to a computer, and that people don't really make any difference, between that. Frankly, in a year or two, audience won't tell the difference between the top 40 songs in the charts and this type of created songs, because the computers are more and more good at mimicking. The fact of listening to an album disappear. You just listen to a flow of songs. It contributes to the audience being completely lost in, are you listening to a real artist, or are you just listening to exactly the song that your mood was fit for at that time? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I meant
that frightens me a little bit, I have to say, as a
but
creator.
You are better than lots of people in creating music, so you can use AI to create something else. You know?
Yeah, but what excites me in music is creating music.
Yeah.
It's not creating music with AI. It's going to the piano and write a song. That's what gives me the most chills in my life. I don't want to create a song with a computer. Yeah, if that's what it takes, maybe I'll do something else. You know, I don't know.
Without AI, I'm just curious. A
Yeah.
simple question: How do you create? This for some artists, like they go, for example, ocean, and like think just
Yeah.
like do you have any routine or something?
Yeah, we so when you're new to write songs, it's like, yeah, you wait for some inspiration and stuff like that. But at some point when you have created a lot of songs, you just go to the piano and you start to type chords, to hit chords, and it's about your mood also. I want to do a up tempo song, so ding, 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 ding. And so humbling some melody, like oh, that's good. So you have your iPhone notes and you that's good. And then when you're happy, you go to the computer and you record it, with the beat and the bass and everything, and it gives you a song. I've done 3 to 4 albums yet, and no, we don't. We use computers, of course. We use programs, but we don't use AI, not for the moment. I know a lot of composers or artists, female and male, that works alone, and they have trouble understanding when step back to see if it's good or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier when you're two. So maybe AI could be like, you try to compose and you say, what do you think? And it could be like your second mind.
You can totally be mean to an AI. It's not nice, but you can. I don't like to be mean to my AI.
No.
But still.
It has no feelings, but you are very polite with it.
Yes! And you have a lot of old people still working, actually. And we were talking about that. A lot of people don't have retirement
plans.
Plans. And it's kind of sad because
old population. Yeah, like when you're employed and you can't be fired except for a very grave
There
fault.
are lots of people in France who have this statue. And actually it's a real problem because, for example, if you want to rent a place, you need to have a CDI to rent it.
Like a long-term job.
Yes, it's a real serious. But a lot of people, or new people, like us, artists or whoever who wants to create stuff, started to want another kind of life, of living, and we're still not really understood. Like, for example, when I try to explain to my parents what I'm doing, they're like, okay, we trust you, but understand. And some of my friends are like, okay, but when you're gonna be old, what are your plans? And when you're gonna be old, who's gonna take care of you?
Right.
The youth in France is lost because they don't really want the life of their parents, because it looks boring and too much work. But they know that they are in the society where the financial crisis is, because in France we have the same problem. Like, the rent is high, the salary are down. I mean, in 20 years, the price of a baguette is really different. A lot of people are leaving Paris too. A lot of people
Where
don't
they
find
go? Where they go?
in the countryside because they work remote. Le Mans, Nantes,
Marseille.
Bordeaux. Marseille is too big, I think. Marseille is the third city in France. Yeah. A lot of industries are moving also.
Yeah, so near Marseille and Montpellier.
Yeah, that's right.
in the
That's
south.
right.
But they also go directly in the countryside. A lot of Parisian people move
And
to
people are pissed because they don't like Parisian people. So they are pissed because they have more money.
Right.
So because the Parisians go to a city like Le Mans, prices go up for living. So Le Mans people are like, leave us with our low prices, and you know. So
it's gonna be huge, the change is coming,
Right.
because the next generation is gonna understand anything way more faster than we do.
Yes.
We do.
2 nights karaoke. Oh yeah, we've done karaoke for 2 nights,
Okay.
and I'm glad that we did this in Japan.
Yeah. Wow.
Japan seems to have a great, I don't know how to, I mean, in the business, I don't know if it's in the mind, but a great, like France seems to shine a little bit because there's a lot of shops called Vie de France, as if it's really chic, and there's a lot of shops that have French names, but French names invented by Japanese. Yeah, like you have a lot of beauty products names
Yeah.
invented by Japanese, but who sound French. No, there's décorté, décorté,
Yeah.
décorté. Décorté means nothing. It has no meaning. The store called Grancher. Grancher. So Grancher. So it would be like a mix between branché, which means cool,
Yeah.
and grand, which means big. But Grancher means nothing. And I've taken in photos a lot of French-sounded words.
Right.
Chateau rasé. Oh yeah, Chateau rasé. You know that? Chateau rasé.
Chateau Reze.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a famous one.
It's
Really?
really it's a famous one.
really famous. Man.
It's
like,
yeah.
It's a sweet. The cakes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's different kinds of cakes and like
Okay, because
ice cream.
it sounds you will beat that, but it sounds a little bit like.
How's everything?
It was so good. Wait, it was good to have this lady. She was so adorable.
Yeah, she's so nice.
Thank you so much.